Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is I'm here with the seller hold for the UNC Jordan 6. I've had a lot of people in my comment section saying, Tristan, mainly a few days ago, but they were saying, hey, can you make a seller hold video for the shoe? Can you kind of tell us your thoughts in it, since this one's going to have, shock drops, restocks, etc., etc. What is going on with this shoe? And I have a safe bet to say I kind of understand how this one will play out, and I have some ones I can compare it to, stuff like that. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. If you want to check my Instagrams, any of that down below, they're in the description, so feel free, they're all there. And the like goal in this video, let's keep it simple, 200 likes. I mean, we always say something like that within the 200 range. If we could hit that, that'd be dope. Just kind of, puts the channel out there a little bit more, and also helps your boy. We're about to hit 56K too, so thank you all. I mean, y'all have been showing crazy support this year, so I appreciate it. We're gonna keep working hard, putting out good content that can help you all. Yeah, that's basically the goal. So hope y'all will enjoy, and let's get started. So first things first, we got to discuss the UNC Jordan 6. So a couple other details I want to mention about this one right off the bat. First things first, as you guys can see, March 5th, 2022, that is when this one is probably going to be dropping. Now, this one has already had a shock drop. Do not forget, this UNC Jordan 6 has had a shock drop of around 70,000 pairs that has already occurred. With that in mind, a market for it is going to be fairly formed, but you have to realize how shoes usually perform before there is another release. They tend to be at a higher price. Now, what this will mean, I mean, they are at like $330, which is a decently high price. But what I mean by this higher price is they're going to drop even more. This is just the first price line, right? This is the price we have with around 70,000 pairs, 100,000 pairs available, whatever it may be. Once we have the sneakers release, all those, retailers, different things like that, which, by the way, Nike's trying to cut out its own retailers. Not its own retailers, but Nike's trying to cut out people like Foot Locker, Finish Line, etc. Nike's trying to become Nike only in the future, by the way. So it's going to be like Nike app, sneakers app only stuff, and like Nike, like store stuff only. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that future where there's no foot stores dropping our pairs and it's just Nike. You can thank Nike for that. They're basically cutting out everybody and putting themselves in the center, which it just shows you the loyalty in the business, Nike, I'm kind of disappointed in you, man. Like cutting out your day ones. Just, give yourself a little bit of a bigger cut. I'm a little bit offended. But you know how it is in business. Morals don't exist in it. And that's why a lot of people are successful. Just thought I'd give you a little information. But another thing right here, this, Jordan 6 retro right here. Honestly, this is a really clean colorway. I would like to have this one to wear. I'm not even a Jordan 6 fan. I just like how this one looks. The icy sole with the blue and white. I know this one's going to hit different in hand for sure. And I know once people know that, this one's going to do a little bit better. Got the roommate dying in the back. I don't know what's going on there. Coughing up a lung or something, but yeah, you guys can see this one's dropped pretty significantly in price since its release. It was going for like $370, $400. I even knew people were making mistakes when they were buying it for that amount, especially when this release was definitely dropping in March. The official release is so far marked for March 5th. I don't think it's going to drop on March 5th. I think it's probably going to get pushed back a little bit because we don't see anything on sneakers or Nike or anything about this 6 yet. I haven't even checked retailers to see if they posted it on their site, but if retailers have it listed for the 6th, then Nike will probably be dropping it on the 6th, or it was the 5th, I think. I don't want to keep messing this up. Yeah, the 5th, not the 6th. So just stay tuned for that on March 5th. Probably going to be dropping this shoe, and that'll be when the rest of the stock is released, which means that this one will drop even more in price. In my personal estimation, I think this one, after the sneakers release and everything, I think this one will probably drop down to a range of like 260, 280. Could go to 250, it could go lower, but I don't think it will. I think people will safely resell this shoe since the demand is there. It is a higher stock pair. Jordan 6s are higher stock. That is true, that is correct, but you have to think about this. This is a university blue colorway. This is like the first time that 6s have, not the first time, but 6s, this release has a lot more attention than a normal 6 usually would. So you have to think about things like that. This is going to be treated like a Jordan 6. Not at all. I don't think it will, at least, unless, again, the stock has to be insane for it to really affect the resale very heavily on this one, in my opinion, because these are clean. Even I want them. Me. Look at me. Do I look like a Jordan 6 guy? No. That should tell you enough, you know what I mean? If I'm interested, then yeah, get your eyes and ears paying attention for a release like this one. So my personal opinion also in terms of holding this release, I never mentioned this or how long I would hold this one for. With any release like this where you can pretty much expect a bigger stock number, this is going to be a long-term bet. Now, anything I discuss long-term, when I'm usually here with you guys, I say 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months is like, kind of your normal time, normal kind of like slightly longer bet time, 6 to 8 months, 4 to 8 months, that kind of time span. But when you're getting to 8+ months, which would be what type of hold this release is, this is definitely an 8+ month type hold. This is a long-term type release, year plus. If you just want to think about like that, where you buy pairs and hold them for a year, year and a half, that's a safe thing to do. because this is just kind of like safe money in my opinion. This is a type of shoe. I described the Cardinal 3s like this yesterday too, because I think we could compare the two in this type of aspect where we're saying that these are the type of shoes where we will never struggle to sell a pair. Like there will always be someone wanting a pair. There always will be pairs in demand. You know what I mean? Like people are always going to be wanting Cardinal 3s. They'll always be wanting UNC 6s. So kind of understanding this and taking this into account, you'll be able to sell this shoe whenever, which is why I think it's a safe long-term hold, because if it's like 8 months down the line, 10 months down the line, and you need the money, you could probably get a pair sold within a day on any of the apps that are available, or if you have, a bigger resale page, etc., then you have plenty of things available to you. So kind of understanding this, yeah, that's just kind of what I think. It's a clean pair. I mean, I'm really gonna want these. Like this is no joke. I do want these. Like I'm being serious. At first, I think initially my first opinion on this release was I just wasn't a Jordan 6 fan, so I was gonna pass. But I mean, this colorway is like, after I saw the back details, like kind of how it has this like, a little bit like a darker navy blue and then the lighter blue and white on it, like all this fits together so well. This shoe in hand is definitely going to be one of those. So I'm definitely going to be getting this one. I definitely want this pair. Yeah, as a Nike fanboy, this is most stuff a cop. So yeah, 8+ month hold. That's how I like to think of this one. Also as a bulk buy, this isn't one of those pairs that you only buy one pair of and hold. If you have this pair right now, I probably would sell it. That's what I'd say, unless you got like 20 pairs, which I still would probably sell now. Again, buy your pairs after all the pairs have released. Wait like 2 weeks after this one, pairs have dropped on this one, and then it'll be a pretty safe bet where you'll be able to, buy this one, invest in it, not worry about losing money, things like that. Just think about it long-term like that. And again, if you don't like long-term holds, then don't invest in this release. Just get it, resell it, flip it off, reinvest into the next shoe. That's how I like to think of it. And also, I want to address this to anybody in my comments that says, why do I think of shoes like shares? Just think about it. Why do I think of shoes like stocks? Just look at how they perform. They perform like stocks. It was a great discovery. So that's everything I need to mention. I'll head into the, outro, all that. You want to check my Instagrams, any of that content down below. That is there in the description. And feel free to subscribe and like for more. Again, like goal 200 likes. We'll keep it very, very simple in this video. If you have any questions, anything, just leave it down there in the description. I'll be there to answer it. I'm up pretty early right now. It's like 9:30, but I'm about to just go chill, make some breakfast, something like that. It's a nice day out here in Charleston. Been having a decent amount of fun lately. I just finished all my midterms, so I had a pretty stressful week and day yesterday, but it ended up being pretty fun. It was a good time. And yeah, that's really everything that needs to be mentioned, everything that needs to be said. I love you all. Thank you all for constantly supporting me. Seriously, when y'all support means more than you will ever know. Trust me. I'm not in the screen recording, but just know the support you guys give will mean more than you guys will ever even think. Just wait. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. We got more work to put in tomorrow. Peace.
Wrist, I'm on. Kinda like yeah. We can keep it together, cause you know that it's the weather, we all in all. We can make this shit